All right, how's it going, guys? It's John and Cody, and we have another graded card reveal today, but it's a little bit different. It's not HGA, it's not PSA, it's not SGC.
It's not Beckett.
It's not Beckett. It is Revolution Grading Company.
Yeah, so we've actually seen Revolution on our Instagram and a lot of our social media. So they've actually been reaching out to us. The marketing team is pretty good, and they caught our attention. So they have some really cool designs when it comes to labels and slabs. They're not very reputable. They are one of the many grading card companies or grading companies that just kind of established themselves over the last year. Now, whether they are more reputable in the years to come, who knows? But as of right now, we wanted to just get our hands on some of their slabs and see what they are. So in comparison to like a Beckett black label, they have a crown jewel, which is similar to like HGA's pristine tin.
Right.
But what they do different than like HGA custom labels is they not only customize the label itself, but also the slab. So you'll see some designs on the hard plastic itself, and then some of their labels are even refractors. So not only just a paper label, but they actually put some shine to it as well. So it's a little different.
Yeah, pretty cool. All the way around the card, not just the label.
Exactly.
So it adds a little bit to the card, hopefully. And you know their marketing team is good when they got a hold of us to do this, right? You know,
100%.
Cream of the crop right there. But
so they actually offer $30 per card.
Yes.
Is their grading fee, and then they offer a 45 to 60 day turnaround. So that's comparable with most places, right? So SGC, I believe, is around that same turnaround time for that price point. And we all know HGA is about $20 per card for 60 days. So this arrived to us around 60 days. So it was towards the later end of the quoted lead time. But we have some cards in here. We wanted to test them out. These aren't going to be breadwinning cards here.
These aren't banger cards here, but it's mostly just so you can see what the label looks like and so that we can get familiar with what they have to offer.
And we put some variety in there too, so that, you know, the card would give them an opportunity to really put some design in there and really just kind of show off what they can provide. So let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it. All right, so here we go. All right, so we have opened up the box, and right off the top you can see we have a nice little card here, and it looks like it takes you to their Instagram or their website on the back.
$5 off coupon right there.
There you go, a little coupon for the next time.
Yeah.
They gave us a thank you card. Cool. Thank you for for grading with us. Awesome. All right, and so here you can kind of see a little bit. They've wrapped this in bubble wrap for us pretty nicely. All right, that's just extra. And so all of the cards are going to be inside of additional bubble wrap. So we'll go ahead and slice that open. So we have 5 cards that we got graded, and as you can see, it shows RCG on the back, a little barcode, and this is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh card right here. So
yeah, this is actually going to be one of our Toon Mermaids that we got from our Facebook launch.
That's right. So Toon Mermaid Yu-Gi-Oh card. Let's see what they were able to do with this. And we got an 8, which is going to be a near mint, and it looks like the surface is really what got it. Got it here, so a 7, and then you got edges and centering did real well with the 9.5. But as you know from the other grading companies, they'll really only go one above the lowest subgrade. So since the lowest sub is a 7, 8 is really going to be the best you can get here. So there's a Toon Mermaid, and
what do you think about the slab itself?
Yeah,
not much on this one, but I guess they didn't really have much color to work with, even though that's a pretty colorful card.
Yeah, it's real weird, and it doesn't really look like the card fits the slab very well. I mean, I don't know if
would it move around if you tap it?
Well, I mean, look how, if you look like right here, that's the edge of the slab. It looks like the card is either undersized. Let's see.
Yeah. So there's a ton of room.
Ton of room. Like the card just slid all the way to the side there. That's interesting.
Well, remember the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are a little bit different cut than a sports card. So maybe these next cards might be a little bit better, but there's a ton of room in that
There's a ton of, all right, so we'll just leave that right there. Interesting. All right, so we got a Donald Driver card here for Green Bay. Don't really know much about it. Looks like it has rounded edges.
It's one of those Fleer metal cards.
Okay.
So
let's see what we got. 9.5.
Okay.
Look at that, a crown mint. You can see the crown right there in mint.
Okay.
10 for corners. Oh, this was pretty close to a 10, it looks like. 10 on edges, 9.5 surface, 9.5 centering.
Wait,
Pretty
how
cool.
did you get, what did they get on the edges? Oh, 10 and corners on 10. Okay, I was going to say, that's a metal card. There's no way that should be
Yeah, I
a
know.
10, right?
But it's kind of, yeah, it's interesting. It's completely rounded, so there aren't really edges, which is probably why I got the 10. But it is a cool looking card. And as you can see here, they put pink on the edges, which kind of matches the card.
Yeah, I like that.
All the way up.
That's pretty cool.
And this one fits the case a lot better
Does it?
than the last one did.
Okay.
As you can, I guess the Toon Mermaid is just a smaller card, which is interesting. But very nice grade we got there.
Look at the label too. The gold really pops in comparison to the silver. So you want a 9.5 or higher because that just looks cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so that is 2, and that looks much better. I like the 9.5 better than the 8.
Yeah.
So can keep going. So this is a Calvin Johnson Turn Back the Clock. This is from his rookie year. It's not his premier rookie card, but it is a rookie card nonetheless.
We sent multiple of these to HGA. Sorry to cut you off, but this is the same card we sent like 5 to HGA.
Yeah, and did they do that on the back? Okay, so the backs are custom as well. So you can see.
This right here?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can see the blue and yellow in the Calvin Johnson card. It looks really nice actually. So I'm sure that's also going to be on the front.
I wonder what happens if you scan that QR code. I wonder if it brings up the card itself.
Yeah, it probably does bring up the card with its certification number right there. But
Pretty cool.
yeah, anyways, let's keep going.
Hey,
9.5, look at
nice.
that. So it got a 9.5, 9.5, 10, and the edges got an 8.5, but it did end up rounding up to a 9.5 crown mint card, which is pretty cool. And I do, like I said, I like how they incorporated the blue and the yellow from the jersey and the card.
Yeah, in comparison to some of those HGA, I would actually prefer that kind of label and slab over an HGA because they really did not do a good job with that.
Yeah, no,
slabs on
absolutely.
that
This looks pretty cool.
Now they gave 9.5 centering on that, and I remember those cards being really off-centered. So if you look at that real quick, do you agree with the 9.5 centering?
Well, actually, I don't see too much off-centered here. Or let's check the back. No, the back looks pretty good too.
So okay.
Yeah, so I agree with the
Alright.
9.5 now. Now the edges is where they got you, and I can't really see too much right off the cuff here, but I'm sure that it's probably warranted as well.
So the worst card so far is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn Mermaid, as far as the appeal of the label and the slab.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those other two look great.
Absolutely, yeah. The silver is kind of bland, and it really didn't fit the slab well, but
Yeah.
the other two so far have looked real good. So these last two cards here are going to be Michael Jordan cards, card number 75. And as you can see, they match the Bulls color here on the back, which is pretty cool. And we'll see how well it matches here. Another 9.5. So this one was also very close to getting a 10.
Man, one off.
One off.
One off from a
One
jewel.
off. We'll see if we can get a jewel on that last card there. But it is a sweet looking card. So you got Jordan going up for a dunk there. Now, I don't remember what we pre-graded these cards, but I don't know if we thought they were all going to get 9.5s. But pleasantly surprised so far. So
We did send off quality cards. We
Mhm.
just didn't send high-end quality cards. I
Right.
think each one of these cards we valued below $60.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Whatever
that's
it's
cool. I like how his arm and the ball is the O there in Jordan. So far we got 3 9.5s and a Toon 8.
pretty good.
And I'll just throw that up there. So last card.
Last one. One
And
more
I
Jordan.
do like all the colors here. Like you said, the least favorite so far is the Toon Mermaid one.
Yeah.
So this is another Jordan card. Also got the red background there.
A little different than the other one, though.
Yeah,
right?
slightly different. So you can look at this.
Okay.
This one's got a little bit of texture to it, as this one is a solid red. So let's see what we can get here. An 8. So this one is definitely, there's definitely some bum corners or something on this one, because they gave us a 7, which
So,
dropped this one down significantly.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can see it right off the cuff, but no, it really doesn't look too bad. Maybe there's got to be a ding somewhere on one of the corners, which is dragging this one down. But
Yeah.
anyways, pretty decent return overall. I mean, you got the 3 9.5s and then the 2 8s. What do you have to say about that?
So just from the grades, I mean, those are our cards, so it is what it is.
Mhm.
But as far as the label and the slabs go, Those look really sweet. How do they feel though?
Yeah, give it a feel, Cody.
They feel nice.
Yeah.
They feel similar to like a PSA slab.
Yeah, it is. It's a thin
Thinner.
slab compared to some of the other ones that I've felt, and it is lightweight.
Yeah, because HGA is heavier,
Yeah,
and then I would
I
say
think
that's
it's a little thicker too. Let me see how they stack.
that'd
So-
be more comparable to a PSA slab.
It seems like they stack all right. They snap more or less into place.
Okay.
Maybe not as well as some of the others do. As you can see, it kind of slid around a little bit before snapping. But not bad. It is nice and lightweight, like you said.
I would, in my personal opinion, just from the appeal of the card, I would I'm gonna dare to say this.
Uh-oh.
I would prefer this label and slab over HGA.
Really?
I would.
Why is that?
I just feel like the colors complement the card a little bit better. I mean, maybe it's a little stretched with this one with the blue on the outside, but overall, I think they really did a good job of complementing the card. Now, it almost pulls you away from the card and more to the label, which in some people's opinion, that might not be what they're looking for in a slab, but I don't know. Those look really sharp, except for the Toon Mermaid. I'm kind of impressed. Maybe I would like to see a more like standard option though, right? So like that Michael Jordan, that top left.
Yeah.
I think it maybe doesn't need as much design. Something a little bit more.
I still think it's pretty slick looking though.
It looks cool, but I think they should have some sort of option where you can just have a more neutral color,
Right.
like the Toon Mermaid.
Right.
But overall, I think that's really cool. I would be curious about how much effort it would take to crack this open. Not so that we could regrade this with another grading company, but they do say on their website that these slabs are tamper-proof, and there's been a huge complaint with other new grading companies having slabs that aren't that are easy to break open. So overall, I personally would say this.
You can do it with this one. Try that one.
We
if
can
you're
try
gonna
that
do it.
Overall, I think that's great. 45 to 60 days, $30 is a bit high for me,
Yeah.
but I think the labels and the slabs themselves are really cool.
Very solid, and we'll see if the resale is there over time. Only time will tell. But
Yeah.
from what I can see right here, it looks like they are pretty solid grades, and the slabs look pretty nice. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up this box opening here. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to the channel. That'd really help us out, and we will see you guys next time.